Prince of Panidiying. Lesson 1. Activities. Q1. Answer the following questions to check your understanding. A. Why did the people of Chitolia and the neighboring villages panic? Answer. The people of Chitolia and the neighboring villages panicked because the swelling water of Brahmaputra continued rising. Oh. On a certain week it had rained heavily and the water of the river Brahmaputra had risen. People were panicked thinking that it would cause a flood. B. What happened when the embankment at Chitolia village was breached? Answer. When the embankment at Chitolia village was breached, huge waves of water broke into the villages. The air quickly filled with the cries and people took shelter on top of roofs of changhars and the mad bellowing of the livestock being swept away. C. What action did Khagain and his classmate take to rescue the villages of Chitolia? Answer. To rescue the villages of Chitolia, Khagain and his classmate made 5 rafts of banana trunks and rushed to Chitolia. D. How did Khagain and Dambaru rescue Dr. Hatibaru and Moni Badu? Answer. Khagain and Dambaru reached to the hospital quarter where Dr. Hatibaru and his wife Moni Badu were stranded. They reached there after half an hour and took them into the boat with their bags. However, at some point of their journey, their boat got trapped in a whirlpool. 6 people riding in the boat spilt in the water but somehow moved back to a higher place safely. E. Why did the people of the village call Khagain the Prince of Panidiying? Answer. The people of the village called Khagain the Prince of Panidiying because Khagain always bravely stood by them in their needs. He was always ready to help others even by putting his own life in danger. Q2. How much of the story do you remember? Answer these questions quickly. A. Who was Khagain? How old was he? Answer. Khagain was a brave student of Nitaipukuri College. He was 17 years old. B. It rained heavily all week. What was the result? Answer. The result was that the water level of the Brahmaputra kept rising and finally the embankment at Chitolia village was breached. C. In moments, huge waves of water broke into villages. What is this situation called? Answer. This situation is called flood. D. Khagain, you have saved our lives, given us a new life. Who said this? Why did he say this? Answer. Dr. Hatibarua said this to Khagain because he had saved them from being drowned. Q3. Complete the following sentences in your own words. A. The water rolled over some of the housetops and. Answer. The water rolled over some of the housetops and people in the village cried out and the animals made loud, distressed noises as they were carried away by the water. B. By the time the people of Chitolia were